Okay, before we dive into it, first I want to tell you all a little bit about the Beach Waver S1. This is a very awesome tool, but it can also be a little tricky to use. So it has a fast and a slow setting. You just move it like that. I always keep mine on fast just because I'm in a hurry. The different buttons allow you to rotate either way, and that's just going to depend on how you have it on your hair. There's also a home button that will bring it back to the center. Be very careful with this home button because I've had it up against my skull and accidentally hit that button, and then it, would continue to rotate, and that's not fun. So just be careful with this. There's also the heat settings and the power button. The clip is small, and you always want to leave a little bit of hair out so you don't have a very rigid crease in your hair. Alright, let's get started. So for me, I have very, very, very thick hair, so I put half of it up, and ignore my bangs, they are crazy. Still growing them out. I'm actually getting my hair done next week, and I don't really know what I want to do. So if you guys have any suggestions, drop them in the comments. I love the auburn color that I have right now, but it makes me look like I have gray hair as it grows out. So I need something closer to my natural. Goodness. Another important thing is that I don't wash my hair every day. I wash it, I don't know, maybe 2 times a week. But that's actually good for your hair because it will hold the curl better. If you color treat your hair, you'll lose the color slower. As long as you're not being gross, it's actually pretty good to keep your hair just healthy and not really wash it that much. Okay, so I'm only going to take this part and do 2 sections because I want the underneath to be kind of bigger waves as opposed to smaller waves, because the less hair you put in here, the tighter the curls are going to be. So if I put this whole section, they're going to be very loose. And you can touch and feel when it's kind of getting where it needs to be. It doesn't take long. And then you can clip them if you want to be fancy, or you can just let them hang. But just to walk you through that a little bit more slowly before I move on, you take your hair, clip it to where there's a little bit left, and you want to push the button that goes towards you. See, I actually hit the wrong button the first time when I was about to show you all that. This was a larger section, so I'm going to leave it just a little bit longer. And there's that one. Alright, let's get this done. So after you get everything curled, I need to go straighten my bangs, but let it sit for a little bit. Like, this side's been sitting long enough, but this side has not. But just to show you what it looks like before you do anything else, it's very spirally, very rigid. It's, not that cute in my opinion. But you have to leave it alone for a little bit to let it really sit in. And you can spray it like this if your hair doesn't hold curl very well, or if you're gonna have a really long day or whatever. I really don't use a lot of hair products, so I don't do that personally. There is something that I have found that I really like though. Using like a serum or an oil after I curl my hair to make all the frizzy hairs just calm down works really well. This Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum is what I currently use. Okay, we're good. So, trying to decide how to do this. You can just run your fingers through it, or you can do what I do, which is a dramatic hair flip. I know it sounds silly, but it really does make a difference. So, I turn my head over, and I kind of run my hands through it, because that way I'm not breaking up the curl in the front, just the underneath. And then flip. And you're going to be a little bit wild at first, but then kind of just calm it down. And this is where you can take the serum. I kind of just calm it down because I want more loose waves. Got way too much. Alright guys, we are all done. So this is the final look. You can also run a paddle brush underneath if you want super loose waves and you don't want any of that like curl to it. But this is how I do my hair.